Hello, good evening, and welcome to One Life Left, Britain's favourite video game radio show. I'm Steve Curran.
I'm Simon Byron.
And I'm Anne Scantlebury.
And you're listening to Resonance FM, the art of listening.
How's
Is
it
it
going?
still the art of listening? I haven't heard them use that slogan for ages.
It's a special week for Resonance this week, isn't it?
It's fundraising week.
It is, and we are not going to stop talking about it.
It's very, very, very important for you to pay attention, for you to donate to Resonance FM. You can do that at
ResonanceFM.com.
Hashtag fundraising week. And that's not even a joke.
No.
There are details of the fundraiser and the events and listings for the auction. You can find them at fundraiser.resonance.fm.
How's it going then, gang?
It's going pretty good. When I was just trying to put my headphones on, they say L and R on them, and I couldn't remember which was my left and my right. So, going great so far, Simon.
Did you get home all right the other day?
Yeah, I did, thanks.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What? Sorry?
I was just checking that Anne got home okay.
Yeah.
But
She was up at the weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't get my invite for
We were
this.
streaming.
I know you were. Saw it.
Well, by streaming, we took one picture, didn't we?
That's what I
Yeah.
saw.
Somebody
That
wrote somebody did something obscene in Nintendo Land.
Imagine.
I know. So you can leave messages for other players, and somebody drew something biological.
Then
Yeah,
we
we
took
were-
a funny photo.
We were outraged, weren't we?
Yeah.
Anne was all agog. What have you been up to, Steve?
I have been watching the American football.
Did you?
Oh, Superbowl.
I watched the Super Bowl.
Did you
last
actually
night.
watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Did
So
you
that
just
was
watch it for
great.
Katy Perry?
No, not at all. I thought she was a little bit mediocre, actually.
You're a little bit mediocre.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's provable. Like, been doing this for 8 years. I thought the game was great, though. I really, really enjoyed it.
This is news to me. I didn't know you liked American
Watch it
football.
every year.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you have a
good.
Super Bowl party that Anne and I went invited?
Yeah, he streamed it.
First streamed it.
Good.
Yes. It's actually Resonance's fundraising week next week. Look.
I was thinking
Is
that.
She said it, not me.
No, sorry, I got.
You said it. Well, anyway, it's never a bad time to give money to Resonance.
Don't give money just
Don't let
because
us
it's not the
stop
right
you.
week.
But next week,
fundraising.
we're going to be all over you.
Oh, all over you.
Guess we shouldn't do a fundraising special this week then.
Let's do something else. Well, it's a good job it's not just us here then, isn't it? We're delighted to be joined in the studio today by Emily Gera. Hello, Emily.
Hello, friends.
Are you your senior news reporter from Polygon?
That is exactly what I am.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
How have you been? Have you had a good week?
I've had a very good week, yeah. How have you guys been?
we just dealt with that.
Yeah, done that bit.
I'm sorry.
No, we're fine. So you're going to stick around this evening. We'll chat to you about stuff. It's going to be good. What else have we got coming up, Steve?
We've got some features.
What?
Really
How many?
exciting features, obviously. We've got, I think, 2.
The bare minimum to have the plural features.
So yeah, something like that. But I guess we should begin the show as we always do with the news. I'm a little bit concerned about the jingles, if I'm being honest. I'm looking at these numbers, and these numbers are not correct.
Are we actually going to start the show with the news, or are we going to start it maybe with reviews?
Tell you what, let's
see what
happens. Ready? Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's an
Start
issue.
the show.
Isn't it? Yeah, I think maybe.
Just give them all a bash, Steve. Let's give the listeners a run through of all of our jingles.
Let's play Name That Jingle. Let's pretend we're doing that with Emily.
You'd think by now I'd be able to recognise what they all are by the times.
Is this your first day,
I'm
Steve?
just looking for something like 30 seconds.
That's
on
44.
here. 44.
44.
2 minutes,
No, that's
43.
not it.
Emily,
27.
have you been on any
27.
other?
What's this? Hello.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all right. You know, the beauty of this one is I'm in charge of the podcast this week. So,
How are you?
Anne, it's time for the news.
It's 7:05 on Monday the 2nd of February. I'm Anne Scantlebury and this is the news. Ubisoft has deactivated a whole load of game keys after they were bought from EA's Origin using stolen credit cards. The games were then sold on through third-party sellers who are now anticipating giving out refunds of over £110,000. The affected games are Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed Unity, Watch Dogs and The Crew. People who had bought these games were mighty angry after they were deleted from their accounts without warning. People are being urged to buy keys direct from Uplay or trusted retailers only and to lock up their credit cards.
Just noticed I've got my scarf on.
Right.
Never struck me as a sort of indoor scarf wearer, so I'm going to take it off.
Okay, thanks.
Don't judge me.
What do we think of this then? Isn't it odd that you'd steal a load of credit cards and then just go on a spending spree and buy Ubisoft games? That, like exclusively Ubisoft games.
Isn't that like money laundering? Like it's quite smart money laundering. You're going to get the money back, but you're not like, so you buy something with the stolen credit card so it can, and then it goes through a third, so you're buying it from one place.
About this, Anne.
Then you, like it's very clever. So then it's going through, so then you sell it onto a third party seller who then sells it onto the people who then use it. So it's filtered through quite a lot of layers.
Right. So you can't be traced.
So the trace back to you is minimal.
Not me.
No, I mean, I know I wasn't pointing fingers.
But you actually did point.
They did say it was someone. I mean, yes, I literally did. But they said it was someone in Russia. And as far as I'm aware, you haven't been to Russia recently, have you?
No, but it did raise an issue though of who can you trust as a Steam reseller? Because there's no official list, is there?
Should there be?
Well, there should be clearly.
Yeah,
if you could only trust official resellers. Emily, what did you make of this story?
It's a bizarre story. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me why someone would connect laundering, basically, with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed of any game.
Stop joining the dots.
Some of the smartest people are just are doing this kind of thing. This is going to be a whole epidemic.
It's a perfect crime.
Yes. So was anybody here concerned by them revoking these keys? Had you bought any, Anne?
No, obviously not.
Emily?
I did not.
I know that
No.
you have an issue with Uplay, though. How do you buy these games?
Well, that's it. I don't buy those games from...
Do you buy them through third-party resellers?
No, I think I bought my Uplay games from Ubisoft. Trust them.
But I don't understand what the point of a third-party seller is. Like,
Right.
why wouldn't you just
Okay.
buy it direct? Can someone break this down for
Well,
me?
because it costs more.
Yeah, you can get them
So
cheaper.
it costs you £54 to buy it
buy 'em-
from Ubisoft.
but
You
if
buy them
you-
from Russia. You buy them from Nuvem, CD keys,
Yeah.
Simply CD keys.
Go
or
to the right part of town, man in a trench coat there, opens up his trench coat, just a list of cereals printed on the inside.
But surely that's always going to be open to it being abused as a system. Like, why is Ubisoft and why is EA on board with any of this happening in the first place?
Don't know, Anne. You tell us.
Sega is to offer 300 staff voluntary retirement as part of the company's ongoing restructuring. Sega of America will move its San Francisco office to Southern California as part of its downsizing, with 120 jobs being lost. Sega is looking to focus on its growth areas of digital gaming, particularly smartphone games and online PC gaming. A spokesperson said there would be limited redundancies at Sega of Europe, but that will be confirmed in the coming weeks.
It's a sad story, this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do we think's going on there, then? Was it...
Restructuring.
What was the latest, the last Sonic game? Was it Sonic Rush? Was that the last one?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think anybody liked it, did
I
they?
don't think anyone played it.
Right, and now this has happened.
Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. Yeah, no, it seems a shame to see Sega slide into...
Sega are kind of caught in that middle ground, aren't they? That people say publishers are struggling in that area at the moment. If you're not an absolutely massive publisher with a guaranteed blockbuster game every year, i.e. Blizzard or Squeenix or Activision, then you're struggling to find something to sustain you, and apparently that's where Sega are, and obviously they're fighting against that because they've got loads of brilliant IP, right?
Football Manager sells loads every year.
It
Alien
does.
Isolation did really well. Well, sorry, it sold 1 million, but is that enough?
Well, it's done okay. I think it's done better in Europe than it did in the US. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's not a banker of a series, is it? Alien games have died before.
Well,
Football Manager is a rock, but I don't know whether can that sustain a whole publisher.
Total War. It's another one that they own,
It's
isn't
good.
it? Yeah.
They've got loads and loads of good games. I would love to see them.
The issue is that a lot of these are quite niche, right?
Is Football Manager niche? I don't know. Is it? Simon said a big number.
Alien Isolation, 1 million. I think Football Manager seems to do more and more every year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should they be niche though? I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't niche, right? It was like the biggest thing in the world. Sonic Tuesday.
Yeah.
But often isn't the case with companies like this that they get too big. They get a little bit too big and they can't sustain themselves. So yes, they are bringing in the money with games like this. The Football Manager obviously will be bringing in money, but then if they pump themselves up in areas where they maybe aren't bringing in money, they have to let people go.
You see, Football Manager was tweeting, trying to encourage us all to gamble today.
What?
There was a special sign-up offer with Sky Bet if you went via a Football Manager affiliate link.
I saw Miles going, and if you're a brand who wants to get involved with Football Manager, like, what was it?
Domino's.
Papa John's.
Oh, yeah.
It was Papa John's.
Was it, right?
And, and Sky Bet.
Eating pizzas and gambling. What
do they want us to do? Like, honestly, what life do they want us to live?
Yeah.
Nintendo is sharing the love with the Nintendo Creators Program, and when we say love, we of course mean money. The scheme, which officially launches on the 27th of May, will allow participants who put videos containing Nintendo intellectual property on YouTube to get 60% of the advertising revenue. Accounts with dedicated channels for the scheme will get 70%. Previously, Nintendo had been criticised for keeping all ad revenues for itself. Payments will be sent via PayPal 2 months after monthly views are tallied.
People weren't happy about this, were they?
Pewds wasn't happy, was he?
Was he not? Is that what we call him now? I suppose we're on first name terms, aren't we?
So it's only Nintendo first party stuff, is this right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's IP.
I put a list up there. So I see why they're doing this. It seemed to split a lot of the people I know. They were all of the journalists were like, this is absolutely ridiculous and obscene, because a lot of them have moved into YouTube now and this is directly affecting them. A lot of the devs were like, well, to be fair, no one has a problem with reviews on YouTube of people saying, showing 30 seconds of a game, but when you are taking the whole of a narrative game and you're just streaming 4 hours of it, they feel it's negatively affecting. That doesn't count as PR. Those people who watch that aren't going to go out and buy the game. They've got the experience already. And I saw people being go Nintendo, people supporting it.
But they've not made the distinction between a review and a let's play, then, have they?
And that's quite hard to draw a line to distinguish between those two things. I'm not sure what to think about it. I know that I'm certain that Nintendo were just the first and more of this stuff is coming. I did not like the way Nintendo portrayed it on that page, the Nintendo's Creators Club, which was like, hey guys, great news. Previously we would get all of the money, and we didn't like that, we were as embarrassed by that as you guys. We were annoyed by it. So we've worked out a system whereby you can claim, 60 or 70%. That's pretty good, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Does seem pretty good.
If you put it like that.
And then the flip side was you had companies like Devolver Digital who retweeted just as a reminder, broadcast as much of our stuff as you like, which just showed either end.
Yeah,
but that is the nature of indie versus the big bucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's another company which is very big, has a lot of staff, and their intellectual property is the thing that they are able to use to pay that staff, which obviously happens for everyone else. But Nintendo has sort of been not doing great with cashing in on all of its stuff recently.
Haven't they?
Haven't they? Sorry, I just went up at the end of that because I realised it didn't. If you have they?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it feels like they haven't been. They've definitely not been doing as well as they had done. Oh, I'm just.
Well, and now they're going to be doing even worse if they're giving away some of all of their money, aren't they?
Well, at least they're getting some of their money. Are they? Valve's former economist has switched GDC for GDP. Yanis
Should have thought about this.
Yanis was brought in by Gabe Newell to help the company figure out the virtual economies of games like Team Fortress 2 and Dota 2 in 2012, but has left to take up the post of finance minister in Greece. The UK is now getting psyched at the thought of Peter Molyneux being announced as the Chancellor of the Exchequer after the next general election.
There's your Molyneux joke. Said it was coming.
It was.
Was it a joke?
Yeah, because he's obviously not going to do it. It was a joke.
Right, okay.
Sort of like wry, wry commentary, unexpected.
Right, okay.
No.
Just something.
Maybe
you have
it
to
lost
feel.
its humour to you because you knew there was a Molyneux
Yeah.
joke coming.
Yeah.
Like,
I
whereas
had high hopes for this.
Yeah, sorry.
She
Look,
did
I
build it up.
was mostly proud of the switching GDC. For
No,
GDP.
I thought that was excellent. I really
Yeah,
did
do
think
I
that was
should have saved
excellent.
that for the
Yeah.
end? Yeah. Shame.
Yeah, this was interesting, wasn't it?
Well, no, but it's big, isn't it?
Was it news, Anne, or not? I mean,
Well, it is. That's the thing. It's definitely news. Like, it's
Definitely
worldwide news, but there's nothing really interesting to say about it. He's not exactly going to make Greece go digital, is he? You can't actually go there on holiday anymore. It all exists on Steam.
people were making jokes about hats, weren't they?
They were
Yeah.
making jokes on hats. Steam issued some figures this week about how much people had made through. It wasn't Steam Workshop, was it? It was another part of Steam. It was hat make. I mean, it was hat makers,
making,
wasn't
costumes.
it? And they'd made something like $500 million since.
An average of $38,000.
Something like that, wasn't it?
Between
That's crazy.
Yeah.
for making costumes.
And then you know, did you read that and think like I did? Why are we making hats for a living?
Yeah, I think that basically about every story that I read in
Yeah.
the press.
Imagine what it must be like as a child today, going to your careers teacher, and he's like, "So, what do you want to be when you grow up, Byron?" I want to make hats. Get out. You're I don't know, it's just weird, isn't
Not
it?
even real hats that you can touch.
Right.
Fake hats.
Is the point of hats that you can touch them then, or that you can wear them? I mean, it's just. I
that
think
you
we've
can
got very
wear them.
different. Right. Okay.
Right, but they're not
But for
real.
you,
Yeah,
it's
for
the
you, for
touching.
your. Yeah. I want to be able to touch it. I want to be able to feel that hat
Right,
on my head. And finally, what would you do if you got a limited edition 20th anniversary PlayStation 4? Put it on in a mirrored display case, hold a party so your friends could come round and toast your success. Or maybe you'd stick a load of gold Swarovski crystals all over it and eBay it for a couple of grand, like one human person has done. Seller Crystal Boutique explained, "The pictures don't do this justice. It's stunning to look at, very sleek, and will be an amazing showpiece, as well as a usable and totally functional console unit for anyone looking for a completely unique piece of PlayStation history or an amazing gift."
How much is it?
£2,000 at the minute.
Okay.
There's been no bids.
Interesting.
what did it look like then?
Oh, I haven't. It's got a load of crystals over it. Let me find.
No,
a
I mean, I
picture.
don't. Sorry, I don't want to. I'm not actually interested in this story. I thought it was
Look,
boring when you
it-
started, but I'm saying for our listeners, why don't you explain? There's no point showing me a
Literally,
picture
well,
of
no,
it.
like, hang on. PS4.
We won an award for radio once, Emily.
Hang on.
We did.
Yeah.
PS4 Swarovski. How do you spell that?
We've got Simon the intern's in the studio today. Simon, how are you? We've got 2 more weeks with you. We've got this show and
eBay.
next week, haven't we? How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Swarovski.
Are you still intending to leave us?
Oh,
Yes.
that's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, it is literally covered in them. Oh god, that's disgusting. So it's basically super glittery.
Thanks.
Yeah, but oh no, it's only down one side. You're all right. Yeah, loads of crystals on it, and it's selling for $2,000 when they could have been bought originally for what was it, 400?
Right. So how much would you say the crystals are worth?
Hang on.
Thanks, Anne.
One life left. Video game news with Anne Scantlebury.
This is One Life Left on Resonance 104.4 FM. It is not Resonance FM's fundraising week. It will be next week, but if you want to get in ahead of the game, if you want to donate money to Resonance, you can do that by going to this web address.
resonancefm.com/fundraising.
Fundraiser.resonance.fm.
Yeah, that.
That one.
I took a guess. Nearly paid off.
How are we going to be contributing to this?
So we're going to be making a video game.
Yes!
That's the plan. So far, we know that video game is going to be side-on. It's going to involve 3 characters. They're going to be different colours, and when they overlap, they're going to do different things.
Right. Exciting.
That's all we know. That's all we know.
It could go anywhere, couldn't it?
It could do, and our guest is going to be able to influence that with some design choices.
What, so we had Phil Robb as, what was his job title?
Random guy,
Random guy.
Okay, and then who else did we have?
We had Katharina the first week.
And what's she going to be?
She hasn't given us a title yet,
No.
so we can give her one.
I put her down as co-founder.
Okay,
Co-founder,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Phil
then,
was random guy. Emily.
Emily, what's for the purposes
On our
of the
design
credits? Because this will be going on Moby Games and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
Sure.
what do you want to be known as?
Oh, you know, the ambivalence, the
Surely it depends what she does.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you can bring to this project,
What can I
Emily?
bring to your project? Well, you know, I reckon I can
What are your skills?
I can rewrite a decent press release. Let me tell you.
Okay, marketing.
So we've got marketing. Great.
Good. Very good. Job interviews. I like job interviews. We're going to need to do one for a new intern, aren't we?
We are, yes. Exciting times.
Where do you get interns from?
Well, this one just turned up, didn't it?
Interns come from the internet.
Very good.
It's a joke.
Solid. That makes up for the Molyneux one.
Internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Internet.
There's something there, isn't there?
There is. All right, workshop
And
that.
get it. It's too deep.
Oh, this song. This song is Aeroplane Spaceship. It's by Doomsbury. You can get it at chipmusic.org.
Good stuff.
Well done.
So, Emily, before you were marketing the One Life Left video game, you were senior news reporter at Polygon.
Yes.
How long have you been there?
I've been there from the very beginning, so 3 years.
What was that like? Because it had quite an interesting start, Polygon, didn't it?
Goodness me. Yeah, it's been tough, but it's been incredible. I think that when we first started out, we didn't really know what we were making, and we just kind of wanted to make something that was cool and not sucky.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think overall we succeeded in being generally, we're all right.
Yeah.
We're okay, I think. But yeah, I mean, it was a bit odd in the beginning because I think there was a kind of cultural difference in journalism,
Uh-huh.
and Brits over here didn't really like the American machismo, and so it was an odd start. We came together as this kind of big team with big dreams, and we weren't really scared of being like, "Hey guys, we're gonna change stuff." And yeah, that wasn't really taken.
Do you think
too well.
attitudes have changed though? Because it looks like actually where Polygon sort of led by changing the form of video game journalism, it seems that others are following.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, but certainly I think that it's kind of the natural evolution of games journalism. We're kind of trying to catch up with proper mainstream entertainment journalism and just write kind of big, interesting pieces. And we started doing that probably before most other sites did it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the obvious next step, really, for anyone who wants to become a games journalist, to just, do something that gets taken seriously.
So whilst others are sort of following how Polygon has done it, the landscape out there has changed, like in the 3 years since you launched.
Enormously.
Right, absolutely. And so only this week we heard that Joystick is being rolled into... what's the... Is it,
Games Radar? No, Games Radar was...
Edge Online, yeah, and sort of everything, all of other futures, all of other...
How do you say that? Joystick? I always thought it was joystick.
No.
One Life Left Style Guide.
There's your confusion there, isn't it? People were typing the wrong thing into the internet.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
The Futures Properties got rolled into Games Radar Plus. I had a look to see if Games Radar Plus was registered. Sadly, they registered it in October.
Everything.
Yeah, haven't they? They're too clever for us. So yeah, Edge Online, CVG have disappeared. AOL, who own Joystick, are rolling it into Engadget. Is that maybe that's right? I'm not sure, but it's losing its own dedicated place.
Yes.
It's quite a scary time out there, isn't it?
It's really terrifying right now.
What's happened?
God knows. Nobody has money. That's what happens. When I first started out, I started out in about 2010. And this was when, magazines were kind of on the downturn a bit, but there was still plenty out there, certainly in the UK. The UK was absolutely thriving. But, now digital writing is the most kind of popular platform, and there's just no money and there's no jobs anymore.
Right. Is it writing or is it video? We joked about PewDiePie, and I think somebody it was all over Twitter last week that the quote on the Dying Light marketing was from PewDiePie. It wasn't from a games outlet, and I don't know, it seems like as an industry we appear to be constantly chasing whatever we think is vogue at the moment. We never seem to lead, but at the moment it's all about YouTubers, and so the written word is sort of being forgotten. It seems a real shame.
Yeah, it's certainly, I think the importance of it is downgraded because anyone can be a reviewer and anyone can really preview a game. And you see that with people like PewDiePie and other sort of Let's Play entities or whatever, where you just don't really need to be a professional anymore. That's not really a necessity. You just kind of need to like games, and then you're kind of already in the industry. You already have your first foot in.
But I suppose if you're thinking about becoming a YouTuber, it's already too late, isn't it? It's difficult to make a dent. Yeah, I don't know. So, if games writing...
Unless you're as beautiful as PewDiePie, it's not going to happen.
Well, that's ruled us out, hasn't it? But yeah, if games writing is... the importance of it, in inverted commas, is... declining, and it's all rushing, those established YouTubers who are already sort of ruling the roost. I don't know, it just seems, how do we get fresh blood into critiquing games? And
it's really tough to say, and even beyond these kind of community people who are coming out and offering reviews, beyond that you see movie posters will use tweets from just people.
Yeah.
From the plebs.
Right.
But it's a really strange time in criticism because it's difficult to say, why is my opinion more valid than PewDiePie's, Is it because PewDiePie's a bit dense? Maybe. But no, it's a really odd, scary time, I think. I don't know where journalism is really going to be in the next 5 years.
You're currently trying to do something slightly different, though, is that right?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. It's my sort of vanity side project right now. Basically, when I first got into the games industry, I was really into comedy writing. My absolute idols were Old Man Murray, who one of the guys ended up writing the script for Portal. So, he's just genius comedy writers. And I just miss that. I miss the 90s, and just nice, good old Amiga Power kind of, just really funny writing. And that kind of personality has kind of left written journalism and moved over very much to video journalism with YouTubers. And I just really want to see kind of funny personality stuff again. And you don't really get it too much, and not a lot of publications are even really asking for it, which is a shame. So yeah, I'm getting together some comedy writers and sort of people who are interested in just funny games writing, and basically kind of putting out an annual magazine, which will be in the philosophy of these old 90s games magazines.
Can you say who you've got on board at the moment?
Oh,
well, you can't you? It's whether you're going to choose to.
Yeah, no, I'll sit on that right now because we're still trying to get a couple names.
Okay. Is that why you're here? I mean, there are three.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
three of
to
us.
hang out with you guys.
We're all
Obviously.
competent.
Yeah.
And we're literally competent.
I mean,
we did stand-up comedy. We're verified funny.
Yeah, and
confirmed.
You mentioned Power. Did you read the one?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Funny, was it?
Yeah.
Funny, peculiar.
Good. All right. Well, just let us know what we need to do, and then we'll do it. So when can we expect to see this?
I'm aiming for the next couple months. It's still in the very sort of early initial stages.
And print or online or?
I'm going to do both, actually.
Okay.
So it's going to be available digitally, and I'm also going to make a physical copy available.
What's it called?
That's still in the works. So far, it's Secret Game Writing Project 2000.
Can you check to see if that URL is available?
Oh, sure.
Damn. Too fast.
Good. All right. We'll look forward to it. Keep us posted, won't you?
Yes, of course.
And do come back on when you're ready to tell us more about these names.
I absolutely will.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sega Badawi, and welcome to One Life Left Local News. It's been a weekend of upsets in the Football Cup, with one match called the biggest upset of all time. The league leaders, Chelsea Plus, lost to a side that was 2 divisions below them, Brad Motherboard City. Chelsea Plus went into a 2-goal lead before things started to fall apart for them and the Big Boss giant killing event was on. Chelsea Plus started to pass the ball around nonchalantly, which meant that their weak parts started to flash. And once Brad Motherboard attacked at these sections, Chelsea Plus folded like a cheap suit. The final score was 4-2 to Brad Motherboard. Thanks, and back to your usual programming.
One Life Letters. I'll admit to being caught unawares by you then, Steve. I was just about to check my phone. I thought you were going to play a piece of music. Instead, it's letters. Thank you very much for your correspondence this week. We love hearing from you. We've got no prizes this week.
Unless Emily knows different.
Have you got any
It's
prizes
kind
we
of
could give
traditional.
to,
After last week, it's traditional now for our guests to provide a gift.
Well, you got to tell me this ahead of time, my friend.
We didn't tell our previous guests,
No, we
did
didn't know. They just said we'll just chuck in a copy of Evolve.
I mean, if you do want to just make a game super quick and give us a key to that would be fine.
Yeah, sure.
game.
I'll give it a go.
Leo Wilson writes, I am alive. At least I believe I am, since you appear to know you... I'm going to read that.
Try another one first.
I didn't read this
Simon's
one. I am alive, at least I believe I am. Since you appear to know you have one life left, can you give any advice on how to check? Oh, see, since you appear to know you have one life left. Since you appear to know you have one
It's
life
sort
left.
of a philosophical letter, right?
Also, please turn the karaoke up louder because it's not working time, says Leo. I like that because it was a joke.
Not working. Hashtag not working.
Hashtag not working.
Very good. Okay, this is from Robert Wells. Hello, Simon, Steve, Anne, and your super special guest. This week I met none other than Brian from Confused.com.
Wow.
It turns out he's operated by no fewer than 4 people.
Wow.
One does the voice, one does the wheels, one does the arms, and the last one does the head. Watching them work together reminded me of Surgeon Simulator or even Quap. What ludicrous video game skill do you wish had a real-world application? What is ingrained in your muscle memory, just begging for a useful outlet?
Ooh.
Pip pip, says Rob.
What a really good question.
Yeah.
Don't know if this really answers the question, but I'm going to go with it.
Go on.
So watching you doing that parkour game the other day,
Yep.
yeah, and then
Dying Light.
yeah, and then I was, and you weren't doing great with it.
I had to kill myself in order to progress in the tutorial. Not literally, but literally.
And then I was just out and about around the town. I was around the Barbican, and then I just was like, I'm gonna do some parkour. I'll be better than Simon, and I was.
Right.
I didn't have to kill myself.
Right.
It was really good, and I progressed further. So I guess I want to do. I keep now seeing things and going like, could definitely jump over there. That would be really handy. Be really easy. Actually, that was it. There was the place that we were trying to get to. I just wanted to jump. I found all the route that I could get to jump there. So parkour.
I wish Dance Dance Revolution skills were at all applicable to real-world dancing.
No.
They're not. But I'm quite good at DDR, and all of the hours that I put into DDR are the reason for that. I sort of wish I'd just learned to dance. I don't know.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Dear team and super special guest, I'm a regular listener who loves the show. I write from the home of the instant noodle, Osaka. I noticed on your guest Emily Gera's Twitter profile that she is a connoisseur of fine pot noodle.
Oh, yes, I am.
If this is really true, I'd like to ask, A, this is a two-part question.
Oh, no.
What kind of pot noodle do you enjoy most?
Oh, okay. I would go with Bombay Bad Boy.
Okay. And B,
Classic.
what kind of pot noodle would you like to create that doesn't exist? By the way, I've been to the Momofuku Ando Instant Noodle Museum here and designed my own cup noodle packaging and chose the ingredients. It was really tasty and cute to boot. From Stefan.
Wowee. Well, there are really experimental flavors already in the pot noodle world. I've yet to try chocolate, but it is intriguing.
Sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Does this dude know we're a video game radio show? I mean, it's fine. Like, we kind of aren't, but...
I loved receiving this letter.
Yeah.
I know I did. I just thought it... Because Steph had also included his phone number at the bottom.
It's
Really?
And I thought that was
Great.
really nice.
It's thoughtful, isn't
and he
it?
also, Anne actually corrected this letter
Yeah.
as she read it because he actually writes... I noticed on your guest Emily Gera's Twitter profile that he is a connoisseur of fine pot noodle, and then emailed
get
back
that a
in.
lot.
Well, it's because your profile picture is
Crichton from
exactly.
Red
He then emailed back in saying, "Sorry, I meant she, not he." And with his telephone number again. It was such a lovely letter.
If you would like us to pass on your telephone number, Stefan.
Exactly. Emily, do you have a letter?
I do have a letter. Dear team and super special guests, I just caught up on the last 2 episodes of One Life Left. Congrats on your 11th season. I'm excited to start. I'm excited that the project for season 1 is making a game. I'm going to throw title out into the ether and let you decide what to do with it. And Scantlebury's Going Around, the game, would be a great way to tie the game into the radio show. Longtime listeners would appreciate the reference, and it would give the game, which currently consists of small boxes and colors, a little more direction, though honestly not much. Just a thought. I've got lots more ideas and titles like this. Let me know if you need any more help. Thanks.
Well, we are going to need some more because that game has already been made.
Yeah, that's true.
Going Around is a video game in which you play me going around.
It's one of the... I think it's the first and only One Life Left video game as it stands.
And best.
And the best. So yeah, unfortunately that's... But please email in with more ideas
and
for our
titles
game.
and stuff like that.
If you want a credit on our game, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you want to be credited as well.
Finally, Tim Miller writes, "Hello all. This morning on the train into London, I finished off my latest 3DS game, the port of Sonic the Hedgehog with 3D layers and authentic sprite flicker. I think that was about the 32,760th time I've completed the original Sonic. Which game have you completed the most times, Tim?"
Tetris. On the Game Boy.
Can
Definitely.
you complete it?
Yeah, you can get the rocket to blast off. Without question, Tetris on the Game Boy.
I barely ever complete games.
Mine is Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy VII, the same number of times,
How many
which is
that?
twice.
Wow.
Well done.
How long did that
Actually,
take
no,
you?
maybe 3 times Metal Gear Solid, actually. Thinking
pretty
about it,
good.
twice Final Fantasy, yeah. It's good, though, so...
Thanks for all your letters. You can reach us at...
Team at onelifeleft.com.
Who's the winner of the prize this week, Emily?
Yeah, which is the best letter?
Best letter.
Oh, well, clearly the Pot Noodle guy.
Obviously.
Pot Noodle guy. Okay, great. Well,
Right, Stefan, we'll give you a call with your with your winnings.
Welcome back to One Life Left on Resonance 104.4 FM. This is Are You OK?
I'm fine, thanks for asking.
I tell you who it's by, but I can't read Simon the Intern's handwriting.
We'll see if he can.
Simon, number 12 on there. Track 12.
Laukmetals?
Yeah, let's go for
You just
that.
make that up.
No, it sounded right.
No.
It sounded plausible.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's from chipmusic.org, and it's called Are You OK? You can go and find it there. So, this is a really, really important section of the show. In many ways, it's a really, really important part of One Life Left's future. We've got an announcement.
Just take the music down, Steve.
An announcement, okay.
We're having a baby.
Is it one of those 3-person babies that's
Yeah.
been in the news?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, it's a 2-part announcement, really. The first part is perhaps predictable, inevitable, and some of you may exhale loudly and sadly at this, because we have some news, and that is that we are going to be GDC's official podcast.
Yes!
Again
Thank you
this
for having
year.
us back.
We're so excited to do that. That means we'll be flying out to San Francisco again, and we will be doing 5 shows, 4 of which will be live from the show floor Tuesday through Friday, and on the Monday evening we'll be doing a very special GDC launch party podcast live from someone's hotel room. They have given us permission.
I was going to say, should we just surprise and just turn
Yeah.
up?
No, we'll be doing this with Gama Sutra again, and Chris will be hosting that first evening podcast. We're really, 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 really excited about it, and we're so glad to be invited back.
Can't wait. Going to see you there.
Yeah, isn't that big enough, Steve?
That's a big announcement, but the second part of this
Give them a chance to fully digest that news.
is something new.
What?
We're having a baby. Please keep the Thursday evening of GDC free,
Okay, why?
because we are going to be doing One Life Left's Marioke.
What?
We're going to be throwing a party at GDC, a One Life Left party, and we're going to be doing...
And you're invited
And you're invited.
for $15.
assuming you pay us some money to be invited. We will be selling tickets to this party from tomorrow, and we're really, really excited and a bit nervous as well.
We've
about this.
we've done the karaoke out there once a few years ago, but not like this, not as our standalone event. It wasn't called Marioke then.
And we had
Just
about 25 songs back then. Now we've got 160, and we'll have even more by the time of the event. And we're hoping that you will provide our first Marioke audience. You will be part of that audience, and come along and see us sing and help us sing, because, you know, Marioke is karaoke with you.
And if you
And video
have...
games.
Yeah, exactly. Karaoke is karaoke with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to Marioke before and you're going to be out there, or you know people that are going to be out there, and if you've had a good time, of course you've had a good time if you've been. Of course you have.
Described by Kotaku as always hilarious.
Always hilarious. Please tell your friends. Tell everyone to come. It's going to be an awesome night. But yeah, get everyone to come.
So tickets will hopefully be going on sale tomorrow, Tuesday. If you're listening to the radio show, go to sleep now so you can get there as soon as you can. If you're listening to the podcast, they're sold out, but it's probably worth checking.
Just check.
Just check. There might be 1 or 2 there. We'll put the link on at One Life Left on Twitter, and we'll hopefully see you there.
Final Fantasy XI was an inside job. This is Game Under.
This week I'm taking my first journey deep undercover into the games industry. Like Solid Snake, I'll be using all of my deep cover skills to get to the bottom of corruption, starting with the relationship between the press and retailers. You join me outside a branch of the only remaining games chain in the country. I'm wearing a wire. I'm going to go in, claim I'm a member of the games press, and they should give me a free game. Here we go. Hi, I'm a member of the games press. Okay, the girl in the shop, she's gone behind the counter. I think she's going to find me a free game. Here we go. At this point, the girl in the shop whispered some words to her manager, and I think I managed to lip read, "He's onto us, shut it down." Knowing that my cover was blown, I decided to abort the mission and ran away. Lessons learned for next time: number 1, get a less conspicuous microphone, and number 2, get better at talking to girls.
Till next time on Game Under.
Tractor, Jacking and Wing, again from chipmusic.org. So, time for the bit of the show where we try and move our One Life Left project along.
I'll open up the notes document on my phone
please.
in the notes section.
Thanks, Anne. So you're going to be in charge of marketing.
That's my new gig.
Okay, excellent.
What are the big trends that we should be following?
Oh, well...
Or leading.
Or leading.
Ideally leading.
yeah.
What trends? Well, you got to get into the YouTube market.
Okay, because we're bringing marketing on board quite early here. There's still opportunity
integrating. Yeah, exactly.
Opportunity for you to shape the game.
Too early.
Yeah, well, quite. You can shape the game and help us produce a game that's going to sell to the biggest audience possible. YouTube. We need to somehow make this game playable for a YouTube market. How do we do that?
How do you do that? Well, describe to me your game.
Well, so far, 3 squares, side-on, different colours, and when they sort of overlap, they interact in some way.
Do we know what colours?
Well,
This could be make or break.
Well,
Maybe we need to lock down
blue,
the
blue,
colours.
and pink, obviously.
Okay. A bit male-centric. Just putting
It
that
is,
out
isn't
there.
it? It is, isn't it?
Or maybe you're projecting your ideas
exactly.
of what male and female are onto our game.
We're not defined by our colours, Emily,
Fine.
these days.
Yeah, please.
If Anne wants to be blue and I want to be pink, then so be it.
Are there any interesting sort of video game dynamics we can implement to get Pewds on board? I mean, he'll probably help us out.
Of course he will.
Friend of the show.
Of course he will. Yeah, and we're not being published by Nintendo, so feel free, Pews.
Yeah.
So yes, what would you suggest? So either look, feel, mechanic that we should implement.
Well, you want to go for the biggest.
Sorry, slight caveat. It has to be very easy to
Really
program
easy.
because we are rubbish.
Ideally, it's in Bejeweled.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. You want to make this for everybody. How do you make the game for everybody? Well, throw a couple guns in there.
Guns.
Okay.
Guns.
Okay.
Okay. Guns for everybody?
I don't like guns.
I don't think they are. Clearly, they're not for everybody.
What if we make it slightly friendlier guns? They don't,
Friendly
they don't
guns.
have to shoot bullets.
Friendly
We're going to go
guns.
back to the hug game, aren't we?
guns.
Hugging.
Don't shoot.
Guns
bullets.
that don't
Okay.
shoot people.
Guns a hug. I'm
Okay.
liking that.
Maybe hugs.
Okay.
Brackets. Yep.
We need a very populous color like beige,
Beige.
throughout.
Beige.
Magnolia.
More beige.
Magnolia.
Maybe when the characters overlap, they become beige.
Beige guns.
Beige guns.
Beige
All
guns.
right.
What a winner.
Good.
Good stuff. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Reviews. Guys, I've got a confession to make.
Yeah,
Go.
what?
I've fallen off the wagon.
No.
I'm back on Spelunky.
Oh, for goodness sake, Steve.
I know.
We put you.
I know.
Like, we tried to
And I
get you off
downloaded.
this.
I downloaded Grim Fandango.
Yeah.
Ready to play that. Downloaded Dying Light.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready to play that with you.
Yep. I'm looking forward to-
Hopefully.
Yep. Been practicing my parkour by killing myself.
I've got the games that have, I've still got the Swapper to play as well.
It's good.
But I'm back on Spelunky and I can't get out. So I'm really sorry.
Can you give us a score update?
7.
I've got a confession to make. I was hoping to review Dying Light, but I've not played it as much. I haven't been as thorough as I'd like, Steve.
Okay.
And
Did you get
it's all
beyond
about-
the tutorial?
It's all about ethics, not yet, no, because my mum's staying and she didn't like it very much. So I'm going to read out. Bangman got featured in The Sun this week.
I saw that.
This is the gaming app of the year so far. They said
What?
5 out of 5.
I mean, it is only January.
I'm still 5 out of 5.
February now, I guess.
Yeah, and it's no lie to say that downloads spiked
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
How much you make now?
Well, I was making like 8 pence a day, and I was. Emily, it's true. And after the Sun, it went up to £3.85 the following day. I was just checking my phone and going, whoa, yeah, I'm rolling in it, getting ready to resign. It's falling off now, but for a moment, I felt what it was like to be Flappy Bird.
Who knows what other news outlet will take you on?
Well, and so with the increase in spikes, I've had increase in consumer feedback.
Oh, interesting.
That's useful.
It is really useful, and I thought I would read out one of the reviews that I received from iTunes yesterday. It's in all caps.
Okay.
Do not believe the fake 5. Do not believe the fake 5 stars review. This game gets very boring very quickly. Dying so many times so quickly does not under any circumstances make the game enjoyable or fun or anything else along those lines. Dying so many times so quickly does, however, make the game exceedingly boring. It also does not have that one more game appeal. It does, however, have that delete from the phone immediately appeal. You play as a blue square that moves left and right along a row of 9 squares, fall off either end and you die. Aliens fall onto the 9 squares and must be shot with a weapon gained by touching a crate that drops. Each crate has a number on it. This number is how strong the recoil of the weapon is. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. I've yet to see a crate with 5 on it, exclamation mark. Crates with a bumper 6 on it also has weak in brackets, meaning the recoil is weak, but it isn't. It is far from weak. The complete opposite, in fact. And when you get just past the halfway point of box 5, the blue square you control turns and faces the opposite direction, so when you fire a gun from a crate with a 6 on it, no matter where you are on the row, it's guaranteed death. This is a crap game that has now been deleted. Thank you for your feedback, Bradley Baum.
I have a number of questions based on that review. One.
Crap is biology, by the way.
What is where's number 5?
Well, there is
it in
one.
the game?
That's my little. Of course, there's a 5 in the game. It's random.
Brilliant. How can you, like, if you do get a 6 right and you're in the middle?
Yeah.
This is something that I've had trouble with. How do you make it so you don't fall off the edge?
Well, you move closer to the enemy and then fire it.
No, but
Well,
if you're in the middle,
Master.
no, but if you're in the middle, you still there's
No, but you can. But last time I played the game, you can move left and right.
yeah.
Well, you can move when you've got the gun, can't you?
So if you shoot but you also move forward after you've shot, is that how you do it?
Well, let's picture if you're on square 2 from one side and fire, then you're going to be knocked back 6, aren't you? Because the enemy's on the other side.
Yeah, but it flips you around halfway through.
It doesn't flip you around halfway. It flips you around when it automatically aims at the enemy.
Does it?
Get on iTunes and how am I going to introduce you to Bradley Baum?
Well, no, because I asked the questions before shouting it on the internet. Just asked them on the radio. That's good, though. Well done.
7 out of 10. He didn't give it. He gave it 1 out of 5. And what have you been playing this week?
Well, I came over to yours. I thought we could do a joint review.
Okay.
Basically, I only want to talk about Luigi's Mansion. What's the other one that we played on there?
We played the hide and seek one. This is
I really,
Nintendo Land.
really like that one.
Fun. We played it with Dexter on Sundays.
Oh,
it was
did
so
you?
much fun.
More fun with him or me?
Both. It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to sort of pretend to. Well, I had to allow myself to get caught with him playing.
Yeah, you didn't allow yourself to get caught with me playing, did
so
you?
we should explain what this is. Nintendo Land.
Yeah, and we found the good games on it.
So it's a collection of party games for the Nintendo Wii, multiplayer predominantly, although it does have some single player.
Yeah, and we found the good ones.
What were they?
Luigi's Mansion, which is brilliant. It's where you're a ghost, and the one that's got the Nintendo Wii controller with the screen on it, they're the ghost, and then there's 2 others, or I assume more. Yeah. Whoa. And so they have lights, and if they shine the light on the ghost and they find the ghost and they shine the light on it, the ghost's health ticks down and down and down. But if the ghost can creep up on them in the dark and they can't see where the ghost is, because the ghost can only see where the ghost is on the screen in front of them, and they frighten them and make them faint, and they can't get them. It's brilliant.
Yeah, so and then the other game was...
what was it called? Hide and
something like it was basically hide and seek.
Hide and seek, and that's really good as well. Again, it's one where using the screen, so the person who is hiding has the overview on their screen of where everyone is and is running around and trying to hide from the other 2 or more that are trying to catch them, and they can only see on the screen in front of them what they can see directly in front of them, so they don't get the overview of where everyone is.
You made these very simple party games sound incredibly complicated.
I have no
Even
idea
I've lost track of what you were talking. Well, it's loads of fun. That game, though, the person that's looking at the gamepad, you see the camera, forward-facing camera.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It's good. It was good fun, wasn't it?
We had a great time. Well done, Nintendo. We are looking for our 60%. 7 out of 10.
Emily, what have you been playing?
I've been playing League of Legends.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
You actually do play this. You're the first person I've ever met that actually does play this.
I think I might be the only person.
Are
in the
you?
UK.
I believe that to be the case because
Yeah.
it's not very popular, is it? So tell us about League of Legends.
League of Legends. Well, you basically, much like Call of Duty, you get yelled at by 12-year-old Swedes for the most part. And it's a great little game. 7 out of 10.
League of Legends, great little game.
Put that on your box.
Simon, have you been playing anything?
Yes, I've been playing Dungeon Keeper 2.
What? Why would you do that?
Because I've never played it when I was younger, because it came out...
Oh, sorry, this is the actual Dungeon Keeper 2
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than the modern one on the iPhone. Right, okay, apologies.
No, the
Carry
old
on.
one. Yeah, it's good fun. You're being evil and you build your dungeon and then you kill heroes. And it's a very good real-time a very good RTS game. 7 out of 10.
Thanks, Simon. Okay, a bit of music and then the end of the show. Simon, is there anything we missed from the news this week? We've got about a minute to cover stuff.
Let me look in my notebook.
Got a notebook?
Yes. Simon, you're a big fan of Bayonetta, aren't you?
I was just confused by Bayonetta. Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't sure what was going on with it.
Yeah, a bit simpler when you go on the site of the devs.
Okay.
Their new 404 message, so when the site isn't properly working, is a 8-bit Bayonetta game where you can jump and shoot.
Okay.
And-
It's worth knowing, thanks.
Secret games.
So do you have to make up a page in order to find it?
You just put anything on the end
yeah.
of the URL.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
put Simon is skill. Not
Go to
HTML.
10, yeah.
Okay, good.
Right.
Anything else?
No, I think that we talked about.
Do you think Anne covered everything?
Well done, Anne.
Thanks,
Covered it all
Simon.
off. Great work, everybody.
Emily, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
So good luck with the project.
Yeah, thank
and good
you.
luck with the day job.
Well,
Hang in there,
I'll be
won't
back
you?
on
Just
Monday.
hang in there.
Sure.
Where can we keep up with you on the internet?
Well, you can find me on Polygon.com, and you can also find me at Gera on Twitter.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
We would like you to remember Emily, because she's been excellent, but mostly if you take one thing away from this episode, it's buy tickets for our party. Please. We will see you at GDC, but before that, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.